Good evening, Grace Point. Coming at you here in the middle of the week on Wednesday evening to share another song and to encourage you. And first, before I get into that, I just want to share with you actually a little bit of a trial or just a hard time that my wife and I went through this just yesterday. Actually, we were just minding our business around the house. Duke, our 1-year-old, was playing, walking around. I was playing guitar and working on some music, and my wife was in the bedroom doing something, and we come to find him after a few minutes with some kind of a pole or a rod that we don't know where exactly he got it from, but he had found, and basically had tripped and punctured some part inside of his mouth close to his soft palate, and there was I don't want to get too graphic, but there was just some bleeding, and we were very afraid and very fearful that this could be it for our son. And of course, we right away, as soon as we saw there's a problem, my wife was able to pull the rod out, and we called the paramedics, and they said that he was going to be okay, and we're super thankful about that. And it just was as if, we get sometimes a chip will scrape the top of our mouth or back in the back areas of our mouth and throat, and it can really be painful. That's kind of what he experienced, and it was something that we haven't had something like that before, where we really thought that we were going to be losing our son. Other than his birth, that was actually pretty wild as well, but some of you may know that story. But anyways, I share that with you not to bring fear upon anybody or sorrow, but rather to rejoice. I remember that for me last night, I was sitting in my room after it had happened, and everything was okay and calming down, and he was getting ready for a nap and finally calming down. And at first, my initial reaction was to ask God, why would you allow this? Why would this be something that you would bring or allow to happen to my son that would cause so much fear? But I realized that he used it to glorify himself, and that I'm reminded of how my God is a strong protector. He's the defender. And he is not only that, but he is merciful. And I think that to give you some bad news is that we're sinners and we're undeserving of his mercy and of his grace. As difficult as it may sound, I don't deserve for my son to be healed or anything, but the reality is that God is merciful, and he saved my son and glorified himself in doing so. And so I rejoice that my God is strong and mighty, and we rejoice together that my son is okay. And so with that, it just got me thinking and reminded of this couple verses here that I'd like to share with you. First one comes from Micah 7, verse 18. It says, Who is a God like you, pardoning iniquity and passing over transgression for the remnant of his inheritance? He does not retain his anger forever, because he delights in steadfast love. And also in James here in chapter 2, verse 13, it says, For judgment is without mercy to one who has shown no mercy, but mercy triumphs over judgment. And so this is a song that I want to share with you that really just kind of reflects on those truths, that God is a God who delights in showing mercy, and that his mercy triumphs over the judgment that we as sinners deserve. And the fear that we go through in this life, fear for our children, fear for whatever else it may be that comes our way, is nothing compared to the fear that we would experience were we not saved. But God has been merciful, and he delights in showing mercy, and mercy triumphs over judgment. And that is good news, brothers and sisters. So I just want to share this song with you. I hope it encourages you, and it just reminds you of the truth that our God is merciful. He doesn't give to us what we deserve, but rather he gave Christ. Christ bore our penalty, and we are saved in and through him. So this song is just a meditation on that I hope resonates with you. forgiven. I'm blameless in your sight. My history rewritten. Oh, my past embraced. My sin forgiven. I'm blameless in your sight. My history rewritten. 'Cause you delight in showing mercy, and mercy triumphs over judgment. You delight in showing mercy, and mercy triumphs over judgment. Oh, love, great love, fear cannot be found in you, and there will never be a day that you're not certain of the ones you choose. And you delight in showing mercy, and mercy triumphs over judgment. You delight in showing mercy, and mercy triumphs over judgment. And you delight in showing mercy, and mercy triumphs over judgment. So I'll awake and spend my days loving the one who has raised me up from death to life, wrong to right. You're making all things beautiful. So I'll awake and spend my days loving the one who has raised me up from death to life, from wrong to right. You're making all things beautiful. I'll awake and spend my days loving the one who has raised me up from death to life, from wrong to right. You're making all things beautiful. And you delight in showing mercy, and mercy triumphs over judgment. You delight in showing mercy, and mercy triumphs over judgment.